Very wild firing once more. No one just going long. Exciting hands battles already. Exciting the gentleman hands battles already with the gentleman on court.
好球，正手位对抗，
vẫn còn tình huống lóc bóng rồi. Vâng, không thành công, 6-5 cho Quang Bộ.
周凯被打退太远了。王博这两版的
ATP is perfect. George Ball down the right. Perfect George Ball down the right. Outrageous, and that is what we can expect from our gentleman here for this gold medal. From our gentleman here for this gold medal.
1-1-2. 1-1-2. Right out.
Oh, that's a service error though. George, that's a service error.
Tình huống dập trái tốt đến từ Du Cải, tỷ số lại được cân bằng 6 đều. Vâng, một diễn biến hết sức khó lường đến từ Du Cải và Quang Bộ.
Oh, Joe Wild ripping that one down the middle as well. We have side out down the middle as well. We have side out. Regarded as the tactician of the Australian pickleball scene.
6 đều rồi.
Up against Wesley Gabrielson. Up against the pleasure of commentating our events here.
Wow, tiếp tục điểm số cho Du Cải. Vâng, 6-7.
现在大家互相都是在算。
And they're going toe to toe right there. And they're going toe to toe right there. IQ plays from the gentleman on the right side of the screen. Gentleman on the right side of the screen.
Vâng, dù có đốt trận đấu tứ kết hay bán kết thì chăng nữa, nếu như giành chiến thắng trong trận chung kết này thì mọi lỗi lầm đều được bỏ qua hết. 6-7. Vâng, 8-6 rồi.
对于王博现在来说，一定要坚定。明显看到这个球，感觉手上是有点飘了，这动作。
Oh, we don't see that often. Don't see that.
I don't like what Kyle's trying to do there. He's trying to take the ball out of the air. He's trying to take the ball out of the air. Joey Wild and George Ball. Joey Wild and George Still very, very early in the match. Still very, very early in the match. Won't see calibrating those.
Rất hay, vâng, một tình huống chặn trái vào góc sống của Du Cải. Vâng, lại một điểm số rất đẹp bằng 9-6-6-9. Vâng, một con số cực kỳ đẹp mà rất đông quý khán giả trên khung chat đang yêu thích.
Great person to take on Cole Yates.
Vâng, nếu giành chiến thắng trong trận đấu này thì mọi lỗi lầm đều được bỏ qua hết cho Du Cải. Vâng, 9-6.
Exactly what we anticipated.
Vâng, 7-9.
Stacked crowd here at the V&M Open.
Ngược lại, nếu Quang Bộ để thua trận đấu này thì sẽ đưa Hắc Long Giang vào một thế rất khó, khi đội tuyển Thượng Hải chỉ cần một trận thắng nữa đâu, một trận thắng nữa thôi. Vâng, Phan Đăng Đông vẫn
Yates renowned for his deceptive play. Renowned for his deceptive play. Catching George Ball off guard. Catching George Ball off guard.
1-4-1. 1-4-1.
周凯打到这种时间结局啊，真敢上手。
Oh, Joey Wild trying to get involved.
这是在这个关键球的处理上连续封了王博2个正手位的这种大奖。
Securing his second thus far 2-4. Thus far 2-4.
周凯的盘点，最后比分11-7。 在王博拿下前2局的情况下，周凯是逆转翻盘，连追3局啊！
Wow, that had everything said. Wow, that had everything said.
Absolutely, I like the different change up there from Joey.
我看到周凯整个人喊起来的那个时候，我知道他的状态要来了。因为在整个的全锦赛的赛场上，其实周凯都打得很闷沉，在今天这一场释放出来了。
Once more, George Ball. Great hands once more, George Ball. It's fair to say, Sand, as soon as that ball is put away, these popped up, it is put away. These gentlemen, lethality. Bring it in once more. Joey Wild, bring it in once more.
Second server. 4-2-2. 4-2-2.
我是王楠。
我是大鹏王楚钦。
大家好，我是孙颖莎。
新相见是燎原袜业新创立的品牌。
新相见将会以创新精神引领潮流，
让新相见袜业成为更多人的温暖选择。
That is exquisite dinking. That is exquisite
so good.
dinking.
Both teams being able to draw plays, both teams being able to draw really make a move, then able to really make a move, then able to inside that ball into really make both players and both really make move around both players and both knocking that around and easy shot tendency or away, easy shot away.
5-2-2. 5-2-2.
西安平川奥体810182，560万亩有机牧场，187种天然牧草，来自鄂尔多斯高原的天然馈赠，羊肠百草，肉自然好。鄂托克前旗羊肉，
以数字金融构建服务实体经济新生态。
Dancing around. Dancing around like a puppet masked up. Moving him like a puppet masked up. Entertaining stuff for our crowd. Entertaining stuff
The
for our
battle of the
crowd.
backhandings. The battle of the backhandings.
2-5-1.
Interesting there, you saw the side switch there from Joe Wild and side switch there from Joe Wild and Ben getting worked over on that left side and getting worked over on that left side and alteration, a little alteration now. See on the right side, it'll be interesting to see. On the right side, it'll be interesting to see. We can't see the call being down the stand. We can't see the call being down the stand of the camera.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Và chúng ta cùng đến với
Brick wall
trận
trying
đấu
to
thứ
get
tư,
everything back.
trận đấu giữa Suzy Bin và Suzy.
When you know how to freak ball and have like, mate, I'm holding my ground. Like, mate, I'm paddle to the ground. Yeah, paddle to the floor. I know exactly where this ball is. Love that.
91年出生的
，Love that.
15年是选入了国家2队，
Vâng, chém gió một thua một hồi bằng quảng cáo một thua một hồi, quên mất không bật mic.
也是获得
Đùa chán thật đấy, cậu này có tuổi hay sao ấy, lúc nhớ lúc quên.
冠军。
Second server.
And we see George Wall there taking the left side there. George Wall there taking the left side there. So I think the guys a little bit of variation there, trying a little bit of variation there, and trying to get two paddle into either
Vâng, 3-0 cho Susin, khởi đầu rất tốt đến từ nghệ sĩ nhân dân kiêm biên đạo múa Susin.
Yep, great roll there from George Wall. Great roll there from George Wall.
Điểm số đầu tiên cho Suzy Bin trong trận đấu
而且许昕现在只参加国
thứ
内
tư này, 1-3.
adjustment. I know what I need to do. Little adjustment. I know what I need to do.
Yeah, he's renowned for his sheer athleticism. Yeah, he's renowned for his sheer athleticism. Where's Gravel? Lightning fast hands as well.
Vâng, 2-3 cho Suzy Bin. Trong trận đấu đầu tiên thì Suzy Bin gặp Phan Văn Đông và rất nhanh chóng Suzy Bin đã để thua Phan Văn Đông, tỷ số là 3-0.
Talking about athleticism. Talking
Love
about
that drop
athleticism.
from the baseline, from the baseline, racing in. I realised he was a little bit lucky there. His shot there. That his shot than what Kyle. A little bit Yates had hoped for.
I love
Yates had hoped for.
Joey Wild gets his grin. Joey Wild gets his grin. That was a bit risky. Yeah, that was a bit risky. And they're taking each other toe to toe right now. Taking each other toe to toe right now. Quick side out. Quick side out. Wild and Maul lead. Enjoying a 4-point lead.
Kick 2-1. Kick 2-1.
Oh, incredible stuff. Oh, incredible stuff. Threatened the ATP. Threatened the ATP. Opted to pull it back in. And we have a timeout here on the side of Wesley Gabrielson. Carl Yates, side of Wesley Gabrielson. We're going to have a breather, and we can have a look at the pathway here for Carl Yates. They did end up taking on Kenta. They did end up taking on Cassidy, going through to setter quite close to the game before that. They had the game before that. They had the opposition of Oliver Gray, who once again another two setter. Final game before that one. The final game. Two of our locals were Dung and Bao. Fair to say Yates and Gabrielson. Fair to say Yates and Gabrielson have battles, but fair share of battles right now.
Yeah, they've had clean runs through so far. They've had clean runs through so far, but some very tight matches and back-to-back games in certain scenarios. Back-to-back games in certain scenarios. So feeling fatigued, but also feeling fatigued, but getting their rhythm in as well. So getting their rhythm in as well. So their semi-finals seem to have pretty good. Their semi-finals seem to have had their game style sorted, but had their game style sorted. They're coming up against Joey Wilde. Coming up against Joey Wilde, who had a great run through, and also had a great run through down the far end. Looking really settled down the far end.
It's fair to say Waller have taken on some very difficult. They had Patil and Shen. Been tearing it up this weekend. They did that game with ease. As well as two of our local heroes. Fook and Marcel. Crowd favourites. So no easy games here in our PPA. Australia, Vietnam Open continue play. We can continue play.
Point.
And Wes looking a little bit perplexed as to where that ball went.
8-2-1.
8-2-1. What a start.
Second server. 8-2-2. 8-2-2.
Seen dinking errors from Joey Wilde, followed up by dinking errors from Carl Yates.
Just a little too soft on the ball there, just a little too soft on the ball there, just gently caressing it, and they might need to put a little more on. As that ball warms up, they warm up.
Oh, there he is, getting up.
There we go, Wesley Gabrielson. George Wall looking at that transition zone. Caught in that transition zone. Going to be very hard to defend from that position.
Oh, yeah. Conditions are quite warm. Quite humid here at Vietnam at the moment. Currently just past 4 o'clock local time.
2-9-1.
Oh, Carl Yates striking.
Straight at the belly button or the body, whichever he was going to hit. Big frame of George Wall was not able to get out of the way of that one.
3-9-1.
That's gone wide, hands are flying. Bottom wall strike once more.
Yeah, Wes knew you could see his paddle just relaxed a little bit closer to his body there. He normally has that right out in front, able to take that ball quite early. Chat to himself straight after that point.
3-9-2.
And again, Joey Wilde's coming out with a statement striking. He's been consistently the opposition directly in front. The opposition Wesley Gabrielson copping. Unfortunately, it's Wesley Gabrielson at the moment. The wild wrath of the moment.
Joey's been a little bit more successful on that left side. Straight up against Wes compared to when he was on the right. Up against Kyle. See if the lads stick with that.
A little delicate flick of the leg from Gabrielson. You're as graceful as a baby giraffe Wes is. Forcing the second server.
9-3-2.
Speed up is good. That's a little bit too high. Speed up is good. That's a little bit too high. Bringing things to a game point situation. Things to a game point situation.
Yeah, really nice work there on George with that cross. Really nice work there on George. Really trying to kick Kyle out nice and wide. Trying to kick Kyle out nice and wide. And when he was hoping for that little drift up was the one he got. That little drift up was the one he got.
We have a timeout here as a result. We have a timeout here as a result. Lead. Currently a 10-3 lead. Take a breather. We're going to have a breather too. Take a breather. We're going to have a breather too and bounce to a quick commercial break here live from the Vietnam Open. Welcome back, everyone, to PBA Australia. Vietnam Open, powered by Yola. Live from the Carmelina Beach Resort. It's been an absolutely wonderful day thus far, and we continue our afternoon pickleball. Wall and Waits find themselves. Game point situation.
Oh, I love the anticipation there from Kyle Yates. Come down and take it forward. It almost even crossed the path of the net.
Goodness.
And that is game one. Joey Wild and George Ward. First blood.
We've just seen an ATP defence. With what is that? Is that a knee or a back? 18
turny? I don't know. Yeah. I have seen it before. I've seen a players that have pulled out that shot, trying to defend the ATP in a different way, rather than back and waiting for it to bounce. They're already anticipated where it's coming, trying to come around and lock the ball from the side of the net. So I think from some of our players, Nielsen Chen and also Jason Taylor as well. So in different parts of the world, different events. But as the game evolves and killing, we're starting to see more and more shots getting added to these players' kit bags, and it's great to see them pulling them out on championship day.
My goodness, tell me. We have had so many amazing games today. You've just had the pleasure of calling the ladies. What a cracker game that was. Well, viewers at home. You can go back and watch all of our footage this weekend on the PBA Tour Australia YouTube channel, as well as give their socials a bit of a follow. We have our gentlemen returning to court, and we'll have the combination of Joey Wild, George Ward closest to camera. They are currently enjoying a one-game lead, and dare I say, they almost look comfortable in that first one.
Yeah, both these players often fairly calm. There's not a lot of scenarios if they are down where they visibly look out of place. So I think both have got really strong mental games. Both do a lot of work on that court. A lot of work on their fitness conditioning. So even though they're match 5 today, really conditions, these boys will be in prime state. So I know they've been preparing for long runs in these tournaments. So this will be no surprise to them, and they'll be ready to come in and really start game 2, knowing that momentum will be thrown, and you don't want to go to a game 3 with no momentum.
That's exactly right. Let's see what happens. Game 2 underway. Wild to serve. Oh, ball still alive. Whoa! That had everything. Oh my goodness. How did he beat that out? Crowd on their feet. Fair enough, too. First point secured for Team WW, and that's exactly what they're looking for here in this game, too. Should they lock down that second win?
I love that. Look, Wes Gabrielson coming over. I'm not sure if he's asking a few tips there or just probably more like a, yeah, well done, I like it. I like it.
1-0-2.
Such a good bloke, Wes Gabrielson. Oh, Kyle Yates getting caught out. George Wall has been rocketing the balls thus far in the hands battles.
2-0-2.
Currently enjoying
Tied out.
big hands from George Wall once more. That one just a little bit off. Gabrielson and Yates securing the ball once more, forcing that side out. And you can see Kyle Yates really getting stuck into the towels on the sideline. Sweaty hands.
0-2-1. Second server.
Yeah, you can see the energy from Joey and George really just bouncing him around, light on their feet,
0-2-2.
letting their opposition know we are feeling it.
Well, George Wall, obviously captain of the Fast Fours, had a 4-0 victory yesterday. Fair to say he is in prime form. Oh, just short. The rally had everything once more.
And Dylan, you referred to the Fast Fours, and those of you who may be new to our format, PPA Tour Australia kicks off during the day, and then in the evening we head out to our Major League Pickleball Australia, our 48 pro players, 12 teams battling it out for the title of Vietnam champions. So stay tuned later on for some Major League Pickleball Australia action featuring all 4 of these players.
And Sanj, for anyone that might want to get on board with the next season for MLPA, where would you recommend they have a sticky beak?
MajorLeaguePickleball.net.au. Jump on, put your application in for the draft. We have 48 spots in Premier, 32 in Challenger, and 32 from Masters 50 plus. So it is going to be a massive 2025. Let's get back to the action right here. Woo, Kyle Yates just swinging wide. He's getting closer and closer on that ATP.
Yeah. Try again. And the lead continues to build for Wild and Wall. Oh, lapse of communication. Middle is the riddle, as we say, and that's a side out. Gabrielson to serve once more. Just having a chat once more to his teammate Kyle Yates. And for all of our PPA Tour Australia events coming up, we have our wonderful Melbourne event not too far away.
0-4-1.
I love these two at the moment. George Wall, Kyle Yates, the backhand battle, that slice, just ever so like just keeping it inside, just giving him a little temptation at the ATP.
Yeah, the gentleman going toe-to-toe. And I mentioned the footwork earlier. These fellas, with the fancy feet on, for our PPA Tour Australia event in Melbourne, we will see Wesley Gabrielson defending the home turf. His team, anyway, the Melbourne Mavericks.
His team will be there, but Wesley Gabrielson, prior engagements with the US Open, so we won't see him in Melbourne, so he's absolutely going to throw everything at this event, knowing that this will be his last chance this season for the PPA Tour Australia to make his mark, take home a championship trophy, and etch his name into the PPA Tour Australia books once again.
2-4-2.
Oh. The patience there of all four gentlemen absolutely going toe-to-toe. I'm just going to let that point settle.
Oh, my goodness. I find myself shaking my head mid-rally at just the sheer skills these gentlemen possess.
Timeout, receivers.
And we're going to have a timeout, fair enough.
Absolutely. That was one of the longest rallies we've seen in this game. One of the longest ones I've called today. Anyway, Dylan Kimlin. But we see the guys down the end, the American duo, trailing 2-4, down one game. Do you think they're going to keep going with what they're going, or are they going to need to make a little change here?
Well, this is the crazy thing, right? Like, how do we give analysis for two Hall of Famers? They obviously know the game back to front, but their opposition in Joey and George are rampaging right now here in Vietnam, and it's definitely an interesting one to consider.
Look, they're definitely a flow, and they're finding point scoring opportunities, and once that ball speeds up, they seem to be getting into that pattern and able to execute. The thing I loved in that last rally so much was the resets there from Joey Wild, that the ball coming at such pace, his ability to just soften that paddle, allow the ball, and get himself back into a great position. You see a lot of amateur players or lower level pros trying to speed that ball up a little too early. They're out of position, but you can see Joey just taking the pace off, allowing himself to get back to where he wants to and where George wants him to be before they come into that next exchange. So great work there from Joey Wild.
I love the way these two are combining right now, Wall and Wild. And it's exactly what you're talking about, that reset and then counter-attack play style of Wall and Wild. As a result, they are enjoying a one-game lead and a 2-point lead overall. And dare we say, the question has been asked of the Hall of Famers. Will experience triumph? Let's find out.
Time back in. Score is 4-2-1. Point.
Yep, that's a bit risky. And George ball overhead, easy peasy. And that is the first time we've seen a lob not go well for the American duo.
5-2-1.
Oh, what a pickup. Wow. Oh, my goodness, the resets.
Point.
Repeat resets. Wall and Wild on a tear right now, and Wesley Garrison does a cheeky grin. He's appreciating the offensive onslaught of his opposition right now.
Yeah, not only is he appreciating it, he will be carving up his strategy behind that cheeky smile, have no doubt. There's menace behind that madness, and he'll be figuring a way to get back into this game and this match.
Oh, they strike again.
Right now, they're scoring points on Kyle Yates.
Yes.
7-2-1. Second server.
And for any of our international viewers tuning in and watching, let me tell you, these Australian fellas can play. Currently enjoying a healthy lead in this game too. Oh, tweener. Wesley Gabrielson getting nutmegs.
They've returned the one before that, though. The little flick to just keep it in play and allow George to have to play one more shot to really close that out. Exceptional.
Momentum fully on the side of the gentleman closest to the camera for this gold medal.
Yeah, I really like that one from Wes Gabrielson. George Wall was a long way back in court, chipped it phone, and again, George Wall very, very good on the lateral movement. Probably not the fastest guy moving forward though, so love that little change up.
Oh, what an angle, Wesley Gabrielson. Oh, here we go. He's firing.
Crowd is loving that. We've got a packed house here at Carmelina Beach Resort.
Point.
Loving the display these gentlemen are putting on for them.
3-8-1.
And Wesley Gabrielson really trying to fire up his teammate here, Kyle Yates. Couple of unforced errors on his side.
3-8-2.
3-8-2. Can they dig this one out? Oh, that's perfection. George Wall down low. Shoe hunting.
Right out.
Yeah, that ball pops that high and they're not going to retreat. George has learnt, let's just pop it in with maybe a little bit less pace and allow the play from Kyle Yates to try and make a paddle on that, but not that time.
And keep in mind, if you have just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, Wild and Wall did take game one. They find themselves with a healthy lead. 8-3-1. That's better from Yates.
Yeah, that's the ball he's been looking for. And again, you'll notice at the other end, Wes Gabrielson being a left-hander, you've got two forehands sitting in the middle there. So I wonder if Wes might just push a little further over just to give Kyle a little bit less movement, a little bit less court to cover, and just sort of throw a little bit of something different to look at slightly for Joey and George.
Yeah, well, that was a solid side out there from Gabrielson and Yates. Very quick. And we'll see if they can get some points on the board here. Opportunity has been presented.
3-8-1.
There we go.
There we go. Third time lucky. There.
Oh, look out.
Love that one there. That one, again, that ball just kicked up a little higher too and gave Kyle a little bit more time that he was looking. Really waited a long time. Able to flick that back to Joey. He knew it was coming, but too good on that occasion.
Yeah, try again. ATP ended up working out for Kyle Yates. And that might be the confidence boost that the duo of Yates and Gabrielson need.
4-8-1. Second server. Four, 2.
Woo, hands are flying, side out earned.
Side out.
Wild and Wall lethal at that kitchen line.
Yeah, I think the boys needed to make a stop there. They'd scored 2 on that end. You don't want to give their experienced team the other end too many points in a row and feeling in their groove. Woo. Speaking about Ian in the groove, Joey Wild pulled the trigger, got out of the way.
That's been the big matchup here for this match thus far for me. Joey Wild all over Kyle Yates at the moment.
9-4-1.
Oh, Wes getting caught, the net roll.
Yeah, and then we saw Wes Gabrielson really stepping across to take that extra space, and Kyle coming in from that back line and just got himself in a little bit of a fiddle, and that's what happens when you're trying to do absolutely anything you can. But hey, they're in the match still.
Yep.
4-9. They've got a little bit of a way to grind. The pressure now goes on to George and Joey. They've got to now not only get those last couple, they've got to close the match out. And this is where we see players often will tighten up. Other guys will start swinging big. They've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you reckon their coach, Ben Costin's, giving them their little bit of advice on the sideline, Dylan Kimlin?
Well, I feel like Wall and Wild have just done nothing wrong. It's just keep on doing what's working, you know. Like, they don't need to change their strategy up too much. If anything, the change needs to come from Gabrielson and Yates. So we'll see how the gentlemen do. I feel like Kyle Yates just sitting down on the sideline, getting some stretches in.
Very interesting. You see Joey and George like very, very much together in that timeout, and Wes and Kyle a little bit separate. Pardon me. So interesting to see whether they can just get that chemistry rocking. or whether Joey and George will run away with this one.
Yeah, time will tell. And this is a
17, no timeouts.
huge gold on the line here. Wild and Wall look incredibly composed. Danger signs for Gabrielson and
Time back
Yates.
in. Score is 10-4-1.
Gold medal point. Done. Joey Wild, George Wall secure the medal as that lob goes astray to Wes Gabrielson, Kyle Yates. Silver secured here. Thank you to our official Mark Taylor for calling this game, and as always, thank you for tuning in and watching. Sanj, that was pretty clinical from the duo of Wall and Wild.
It was. They just executed their game plan perfectly. They took them on. The other guys tried to get back into that match, but they will be absolutely stoked to secure the PPA Tour Australia Vietnam Open.
Yep.
Boys are on a bit of a tear. They've been having some great success together, and look, they'll be absolutely stoked. And congratulations to Joey and George on their championship, and to Kyle and Wes for absolutely taking it all the way through this event and getting that silver medal. So congratulations, guys. It was a great game.
Yeah, pretty much. That's all you need to say. I feel the one to watch for me at the moment, George Wall, I did mention he's had a 4-0 lead overall in the MLPA events, and now he's taken a trophy. Definitely one to consider as we have our MLPA footage coming up not too far away this afternoon. We are going to leave things, ladies and gentlemen, as we have some photos and some very loud fans on the sideline. Thank you, as always, for tuning into the PPA Tour Australia events here in Vietnam. We'll be back soon with our MLPA teams format straight after this.
Rồi, chào tất cả các bạn. Thì hôm nay chúng ta sẽ tìm hiểu về data modeling của Power BI. Thì chúng ta sẽ nói sơ sơ về những cái nguyên lý của nó thôi. Chúng ta sẽ không có đi sâu lắm về phép tính toán, rồi hàm, rồi công thức của Power BI vân vân. Chúng ta sẽ hiểu data modeling là gì và hiểu đại khái là data modeling sẽ sử dụng như thế nào trong Power BI, và cũng như là chúng ta sẽ trực quan hóa dữ liệu như thế nào. Rất là nhanh nha các bạn ha. Thì đây là bài tập của chúng ta ở môn phân tích kinh doanh, thì các bạn sẽ được cho một cái file là Superstore Orders. Cái file này thì thường thấy rất là nhiều ở trong những cái phần bài tập training ở Tableau vân vân. Chúng ta sẽ tạm thời chúng ta chưa có nói về cái bảng này, tại vì nếu mà chúng ta đi vào cái bảng này luôn các bạn sẽ chả hiểu data modeling là gì đâu.